On May 28th, your family will hear news that changes everything. Archangel Michael saw this coming. What they found will break your heart. On May 28th, at a sacred hour, heaven paused. The winds hushed. The stars aligned into an ancient pattern only the eyes of angels could see. And in that divine stillness, Archangel Michael, the heavenly defender, the commander of celestial armies, beheld what was soon to unfold in the lives of God's chosen. He saw it before it crossed the threshold of time. He saw what was whispered behind closed doors. He saw what the hearts of men tried to bury. And now he brings this message to you. There is something your family must hear, something long hidden beneath the surface, beneath polite smiles and quiet silences. On May 28th, that silence will be broken. A word will be released, and the vibration of that truth will shake foundations. Archangel Michael speaks now, not to all, but only to those with spiritual eyes open and hearts made ready. This is not for the passive. This is not for the blind. This is not for the slumbering soul that fears discomfort. No, this is for the awakened, the warriors of light, the intercessors who know what it means to stand between heaven and earth and declare, I will not be moved. Heaven's timetable is never rushed, never late, but always exact. May 28th is not just another day. It is an appointed time, a prophetic moment etched in spiritual ink across the scroll of destiny. In that moment, the atmosphere will tremble. In that moment, revelation will collide with reality. In that moment, what was whispered will be shouted. And Archangel Michael, guardian of the faithful, will stand at the gates of your household with sword drawn, watching, protecting, revealing. But hear this. You must be ready. Still your spirit. Silence your distractions. Pass from chaos. Enter the sacred sanctuary of spiritual readiness. This message is a key to what your family must know, must confront, must walk through. What comes next is not punishment. It is positioning. It is preparation. And it begins now, with this divine voice, calling you to attention. Type I am chosen in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 999 is now surrounding you. Now listen closely, for I, Archangel Michael, am not here by accident. I have been sent, not simply to speak, but to awaken. The veil between the natural and the supernatural is lifting, and the air around you has already begun to shift. In the next 72 hours, something ancient will stir in the atmosphere. It will not be seen with your eyes at first, but your spirit has already begun to tremble. You have felt it, haven't you? The restlessness, the sudden waves of emotion, a dream you couldn't shake, the silence that screamed at your soul. That was no coincidence. That was preparation. Heaven has been whispering to you, calling to you, warning you long before this day. You are not left in the dark. The shaking you feel inside is not fear. It is divine alertness. You were warned in your spirit before this ever came. And now, as May 28th draws near, the wind carries a message meant only for those who have been chosen to hear. Do not let your ears be dulled by distractions. Do not allow your soul to sleep through the sound of destiny knocking. The heavens have not been quiet. They've been rumbling. A transaction is occurring. A war is underway. And you, yes, you, have been selected to see this first. The divine spotlight is upon you, not to shame you, but to prepare you. The heavenly realm is not silent when your destiny is under threat. You must understand this. You are not here by accident. You are part of a sacred unveiling. You have been divinely recruited to witness, to discern, to rise. Still yourself now. Cease the chatter of the flesh. Step into a posture of spiritual receptivity. Close the door. Light the candle. Sit in silence. Let the voice of God rise louder than the noise of the world. Because in the coming hours, what is hidden will be made visible. What has been whispered in shadows will be declared on rooftops. I, Michael, angel of war and messenger of divine justice, stand beside you. I shield you. I speak to you. I summon the warriors of light to rise, for a word is coming that will test the foundations of what you thought was stable. And I say this not to strike fear, but to anchor you in truth. Heaven never reveals without also sealing. Heaven never warns without also covering. The Lion of Judah watches with eyes of fire, and his hand is upon your family line. There will be moments of doubt. There will be tears. There will be questions with no immediate answers. But do not despair. Heaven is not panicking. Heaven is orchestrating. What breaks your heart today will rebuild your soul tomorrow. Stay close to the throne. Heaven's instruction is clear. Be still, be ready, be aware. Because on May 28th, the bell of truth will ring through your family line, and only the spiritually awake will recognize its sound. Type I am anointed in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1516 is now activated. There has been a stirring behind closed doors, whispers that never reach your ears, glances that carry weight, tension that thickens the very air in your home. You've noticed it, haven't you? The sudden silences when you walk into the room. The hurried phone calls that end too quickly. The eyes that refuse to meet yours. Something isn't right. Something is shifting. And what your heart has tried to dismiss as paranoia is actually discernment. There are actions being taken in darkness that will soon come into the light. There are decisions being made in secret that were never meant for your harm, but will pierce nonetheless. The bond of trust is fraying, and Archangel Michael says this now, not to wound you, but to ready you. What they found will break your heart, but it will not break your spirit. You'll want to believe it's a mistake. You'll want to convince yourself it's just a misunderstanding, a misstep, a temporary storm. But it's not. This has been building, festering, growing beneath the surface. And though you were not meant to stop it, you were chosen to survive it. No, to rise from it. The tears you haven't cried yet are already accounted for in heaven. The betrayal you didn't see coming is already under divine review. The emotional rupture that is on its way has been marked as the catalyst for your awakening. Yes, it will hurt. But the pain will not be in vain. Yes, it will shatter the illusion, but it will set truth free. And once truth is loose, no lie can reign. Michael speaks this with authority. There is a breach in your circle, but that breach is being used to fortify your spirit. Your house may tremble, but your foundation will not collapse. For what is exposed in heartbreak becomes the soil in which your healing will root. What breaks you will not bury you. It will baptize you into clarity. So prepare your heart. Do not harden it, but do not leave it unguarded. Let the Spirit teach you how to weep without wavering. Let the heavens show you how to grieve while still growing. This is not the end of love, it is the redefinition of loyalty. If this message resonates with you and you feel moved to support, consider giving a super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Your kindness helps us bring more powerful content your way. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the support here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Type I receive truth in the comments if this speaks to your soul. Blessing code 777 is now surrounding you. Hear this clearly. The war you feel within your home did not start with a conversation, a betrayal, or a broken vow. This disruption did not begin with flesh and blood. It started in the spirit. Long before your ears caught whispers, long before hearts turned cold, a battle began in the unseen realm. And now, what was once hidden is seeking manifestation in your household. This is not simply a family issue. This is a divine test. This is a spiritual confrontation. This is heaven's way of confronting what earth tried to tolerate. You, dear listener, are not merely a bystander in this battle. You are the reason the enemy stirs. Your calling, your mantle, your light, it threatens the darkness that has sought generational comfort in your bloodline. The moment you began to awaken spiritually, the enemy began to agitate what he thought he still controlled. But Archangel Michael declares, he controls nothing. Not anymore. This conflict is not to destroy you. It is a sacred challenge meant to expose the fault lines in your foundation, not so they break you, but so they can be reinforced with truth. The betrayal, the secrecy, the silence, they are symptoms. But the root, the origin, is spiritual warfare, and it is a war for your legacy. Yes, your legacy. This isn't just about today. This is about your lineage, your inheritance, your spiritual authority, being passed down or being stolen. That is why the tension is so sharp. That is why the enemy has targeted your home. He wants your seed. He wants your peace. He wants to shatter your unity, so confusion can take root where blessing was meant to grow. But hear this word from heaven. No weapon formed will prosper. Not if you see it for what it truly is. Not if you rise up in discernment. Not if you anchor yourself in the truth of who you are. You are not the cause of this storm, but you are the one anointed to calm it. You are not the reason for this pain, but you are the reason it will not prosper. The Lord is calling you to view this differently. This is not punishment. This is placement. This is heaven repositioning the heart of your household. This is a shaking, yes, but not a collapse. A divine reset that was only possible through destruction. The Spirit of the Lord is revealing what was buried, not to shame your house, but to sanctify it, to cleanse it, to prepare it. And you, chosen one, you are not alone. The armies of heaven stand with you. Angels encamp around your dwelling. Archangel Michael himself draws his sword, guarding the portals of your home, intercepting demonic influence, silencing every tongue that rises in dissection. Stand firm in your faith. Take nothing at face value. Discern. Test every spirit. Pray over every conversation. This battle is deeper than what's being said. It's about what's being allowed. And you have the authority to shift it. You have the right to command peace. You have the assignment to stand in the gap for your family's deliverance. This conflict will not end you. It will awaken you. Type "I stand in the Spirit" in the comments if this word finds you. Lesson code 4242 is now encircling your home. The hour is near. Archangel Michael now proclaims with solemnity, a message is coming. Not a whisper, not a hint, but a full revelation. A truth, long withheld, will be spoken. And when it is, it will not come gently. It will divide. It will disturb. It will cut through the air like a trumpet blast in a quiet church. And your family, your blood, your kin, they will be shaken. This message will not wait. It is coming by divine command. Before May 28th nightfall, a sacred window has been opened, and once that hour strikes, the messenger will arrive. This will not be by your doing. This will not be through your hand. Heaven has already set the words in motion. They will arrive on time, through a voice unexpected, and when they do, the atmosphere will change. The Spirit says, prepare yourself for the moment your heart didn't ask for, but your soul has been molded to withstand. There will be an unraveling. Ties that once felt secure will loosen. Conversations will shift into confessions. But take heart. This is not chaos. This is divine order asserting itself through destruction. Listen to the clues being dropped. Pay attention to the silences that feel louder than any sound. There will be moments when your spirit jolts without explanation. Those are heaven's nudges. There will be nights you cannot sleep. That is the spirit stirring intercession. There will be images, numbers, phrases repeating in your mind. They are signs. Follow them. Do not be surprised when your name is mentioned in places you weren't present. Do not be alarmed when things you never imagined being exposed come to light. And do not mistake this for destruction. It is alignment. Divine alignment always demands revelation. And revelation, no matter how painful, is always a prelude to healing. The tension you feel building is real, but it is not for your harm. It is the tightening before the release. It is the cry before the breakthrough. It is the clash of spirit and flesh before deliverance births destiny. Keep your eyes open. Keep your mouth guarded. Keep your spirit anchored. Because when the message comes, it will test your posture more than your knowledge. And the ones who stand still will be the ones who rise. Type "I am ready" in the comments if this warning reaches your soul. Blessing code 2626 is now igniting spiritual awareness around you. Now is not the time to react. Hear this from the courts of heaven and the voice of Archangel Michael. Do not let emotion steer you. Do not let your mouth go where your spirit has not been called. For in the spiritual realm, silence is not weakness, it is warfare. In the days approaching May 28th, your greatest weapon will not be argument, nor explanation, nor confrontation. Your greatest weapon will be your stillness. Let God move first. You are standing in a moment of divine sensitivity. Every word, every step, every response will carry weight. Heaven is measuring reactions. Heaven is watching posture. Heaven is not waiting for you to defend yourself. Heaven is waiting for you to surrender your right to be right and let the King of Glory show himself strong on your behalf. That is why the Spirit says, step back, retreat into sacred solitude, withdraw from reactive conversations, cancel the need to be understood, and instead, be still and know. Take up your pen, not your pride. Journal what you feel, what you sense, what you fear, but release it to the throne, not to the people. Write it down in your secret place. Let the ink absorb your heartache. Let the pages catch your disappointment. Let the quiet hold your frustration until it transforms into revelation. Because only in stillness can divine clarity descend. I, Michael, guardian of the remnant, speak now this protective order over you. Silence is your sanctuary. It will shield you from spiritual backlash. It will hide you from premature exposure. It will guard your heart from being contaminated by emotional warfare. Heaven is speaking, and your silence will echo louder than any accusation ever could. Do not respond to provocation. Do not reply to suspicion. Do not clarify what was never confused in the eyes of God. He sees. He knows. He hears. And his justice does not need your justification. You are not called to defend yourself when God has already declared you blameless in the battle. Let him speak through your stillness. And in that stillness, whisper these affirmations. Heaven guards my heart. Heaven guides my speech. Heaven governs my timing. I speak not until spoken through. These words are not poetic. They are power. They release authority. They command peace in the spirit realm. They put the enemy on notice that you are not moved by man's chaos but aligned with God's strategy. Now, protect your gates. Guard your ears. Watch your screen time. Be careful what voices you allow into your mind. This is not the hour for noise. This is the hour for divine download. Heaven is pouring, but the vessel must be empty and silent to receive. Position yourself as a receiver, not a reactor. And know this: you are covered. I, Michael, surround you. The flames may rise, but the fire will not consume you. The truth may cut, but it will not destroy. The silence may feel heavy, but it is not abandonment. It is preservation. It is your cocoon before the reveal. Wait in it. Pray in it. Breathe in it. You are hidden for protection, not punishment. You are kept in silence because your voice is too powerful to be used prematurely. The Father is shaping your response. And when He speaks through you, mountains will move. But until then, speak not. Move not. Fear not. Type "I choose stillness" in the comments if this word anchors you. Blessing code 3344 now surrounds your peace with heaven's power. And now comes the pivot. Now comes the moment where pain finds its purpose and mourning is clothed in might. Archangel Michael proclaims this over you. What was meant to break you will birth you. What came to silence your voice will amplify your purpose. What tried to strip you of identity will reveal the fire that has always been within. You were not chosen to suffer in vain. The shaking, the heartbreak, the silent battles, they have not gone unseen. Heaven recorded every tear, and with each tear, a seed of purpose was planted. Now the soil has been stirred. Now the fire has been lit. And now, beloved, you are rising. Like the eagle that ascends above the storm, you are not meant to dwell in the turbulence. You are meant to soar above it. The winds that were meant to knock you down will now become the force that lifts you. The same family rupture that sought to dismantle your peace will become the very thing that reveals your mantle. Let go of the victim language. Let go of the belief that you are powerless in this story. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are seen. You are seated. You are sent. And you are now standing in the middle of a divine unveiling. The old you, the one that feared conflict, the one that avoided confrontation, the one that settled for peace at the cost of truth, that version of you is gone. You have endured the fire, and now you emerge with glory. Speak strength. Speak identity. Speak power. Say it aloud: I am fire. I am the eagle. I am chosen for this. This language will reshape your energy. This language will align your posture. This language will break the chains of victimhood and activate the authority already within your spiritual DNA. Every accusation, every whisper, every shadow weapon used against you is now being reversed. And not only reversed, it is being used to forge you. Heaven is using the betrayal to reveal your bravery. Heaven is using the silence to amplify your sound. Heaven is using the conflict to crown your calling. You are not merely surviving. You are awakening. You are ascending. You are becoming the answer to prayers you forgot you prayed. This is your rising. This is your moment. This is the fulfillment of what was prophesied over your life even before you were born. And if they never apologize, you will still rise. And if they never understand, you will still lead. And if they never believe in you, heaven already does. If this message speaks to your soul, consider giving a super thanks with a gift of $10 or more. Your support fuels more powerful messages like this one, and we're deeply grateful. Also, if you'd like to support what we do, you can make a difference by donating through the support here link in the description of this video. Every contribution helps us keep creating and sharing more with you. Type "I am rising" in the comments if you feel the shift. Blessing code 7070 is now activating your ascent. The heavens have waited long enough. Now comes the unveiling. Archangel Michael speaks with divine urgency. This disruption in your family, this heartbreaking reveal, this unspoken tension you've carried in your bones, it had to happen now. Not a day sooner. Not a moment later. It is being released at this precise hour, because your spirit has reached the maturity to withstand it and your destiny has ripened to require it. This revelation is not merely informational, it is transformational. The truth that is about to emerge is not just about someone else's choices. It's about your calling. It's about your voice. It's about the alignment of every promise ever spoken over your life. Heaven has waited until this season because only now can you hear it and not collapse. Only now can you see it and not be crushed. You have grown. You have ascended. You have expanded beyond the shallow roots of pain into the deep waters of wisdom. This family disruption is a prophetic unlocking. It is a door swinging open in the spirit, revealing long-hidden motives, masked intentions, and spiritual interference that was once allowed to remain cloaked, but not anymore. May 28th hath been marked in the spirit as a date of divine reckoning, not to destroy but to reveal, to align, to redirect. You see, truth is not cruel, it is surgical. It cuts, yes, but it also heals. And the pain you feel is not the mark of betrayal, it is the beginning of deliverance. Because the lie can no longer stand. Because deception can no longer reign. Because the enemy's grip on this bloodline is being broken at the root. Heaven has begun speaking your name in rooms you've never entered. Your name has entered scrolls of spiritual justice, where angels are dispatched and ancestral assignments are reviewed. The pain of your lineage is being weighed against your obedience, and because you stood, because you did not bow, because you chose truth over comfort, heaven is releasing favor that others forfeited. Understand this, someone else's actions may have sparked the chaos, but your posture is unlocking the prophecy. You are standing in the gap, not just for yourself, but for those too blind to see and too bound to walk free. But because of you, the bloodline is shifting. Because of you, the curse breaks. Because of you, a new legacy begins. You must now walk in divine clarity. You must not shrink from what's revealed. You must not run from the voice that says, "Now is the time." You must embrace that your heartbreak is birthing holy ground. You must declare that the ashes are becoming your altar. And you must trust that what was meant to kill your spirit has instead clarified your calling. Let them say what they will. Let them deny, defend, distract. Truth has no need to argue. Truth simply stands. And you, child of light, must now stand with it. Stand with the revelation. Stand with the discomfort. Stand with the light that shines in dark places and reveals what was once hidden. Type "I embrace truth" in the comments if this prophetic word meets you. Blessing code 8181 is now unlocking revelation around your life. This is not just about what's been revealed. It's about what is being released. This is the hour of activation. Archangel Michael speaks now into your very soul. You were born for this moment. Not just to witness it. Not just to survive it. But to shift it. To transform it. To lead it. You are not a spectator to your own family's redemption story. You are the author God is writing through. Let that settle in your spirit. Heaven is writing through you. Every scar has been inked. Every tear has been a stroke on the page. And now, the chapter turns. Destiny is no longer a distant prophecy. It is now a present demand. And you must rise. You must declare out loud, with fire in your chest, "I was born for this moment." These words are not poetic fluff. They are spiritual alignment. They are the ignition code of your soul's assignment. Because you were. You were born for this confrontation, born for this reveal, born for this war, and more than that, born to win it. Now comes the challenge. Now comes the call to obedience. You must take action, not in the flesh, not in reaction, but in divine obedience. Obedience is the currency of destiny. Obedience is what shifts atmosphere. Obedience is what breaks generational cycles and births prophetic movement. You must now become the spiritual leader of your family, even if they mock you, even if they misunderstand you, even if they resist you. You must still lead. You must still speak life over them. You must still intercede, because they do not yet see what you now carry, but they will. They will see it when your silence becomes wisdom. They will see it when your authority breaks the very curses they kept feeding. They will see it when your light begins to expose the darkness they became comfortable in. Your obedience will shift the bloodline. This is not hyperbole. This is heavenly reality. When one rises, the lineage is altered. When one obeys, the path changes for generations. You are not carrying a burden. You are carrying a blueprint. And God is trusting you with it. What will you do with it? You cannot afford to shrink. You cannot afford to hide. You cannot afford to keep praying for a move of God while refusing to become one. You are the move. You are the miracle. You are the manifestation of every intercession your ancestors groaned for but never saw. And now heaven watches you. So declare your obedience. Step boldly. Prophesy life. Speak restoration. Pray like your prayers are legislative decrees in the spirit realm, because they are. Stand like your posture is building altars for your children's children, because it is. You are the interruption. You are the shift. You are the voice that says, no more. You are the echo of heaven on earth. And your family may not yet understand your fire, but they will soon live in the warmth of it. Type "I was born for this" in the comments if your destiny just ignited. Blessing code 1230 is now sealing your obedience with divine authority. There are transactions taking place, divine movements occurring where human eyes cannot see. The Spirit speaks now through Archangel Michael, while they plan angels intercept. While you cry, heaven remembers. Do not be deceived by the silence of the natural realm. Do not interpret the quiet as an activity. There is a silent exchange unfolding above your life, and it is more powerful than any spoken word, louder than any family secret, and more authoritative than any earthly judgment. Even now, angels move between realms. Even now, scrolls are unrolling. Even now, decrees are being signed in your favor. You feel it, don't you? The unspoken stirring. That subtle shift in the atmosphere that makes no logical sense, yet disrupts your sleep and tightens your spirit. That's because the courts of heaven are convening over your bloodline. Evidence is being presented. Ancestral voices are rising. Generations of prayer are pressing into this one pivotal moment in your timeline. Your ancestors, the righteous ones who travailed in silence, they are watching. They are interceding. They are invested in this breakthrough. Because your rising is their fulfillment. Your deliverance is their answered cry. And heaven has chosen this season, this day, this moment to make things right, not only for you, but through you. Here is a divine reversal being orchestrated in silence. Documents, both spiritual and literal, are being touched by unseen hands. Conversations are being turned. Decisions are being influenced. What you thought was set in stone is now being rewritten in the spirit realm. Not by lawyers, not by family, but by angels of justice dispatched by the voice of the Almighty. And it is being done quietly, because sacred things begin in stillness. You do not need a platform to witness power. You do not need validation to hold authority. You are witnessing, in your spirit, a transaction that will later be seen in your life. It will manifest in healed relationships, in sudden opportunities, in unexplained shifts in perception. People who once resisted you will now respect you. Those who turned from you will now look to you. The tables are turning, and the realm of spirit has already confirmed it. But remember this: you cannot rush divine timing. You cannot pull the harvest before the exchange is complete. Stay still. Stay anchored. Stay hidden until the fullness of the transaction is complete. Because what God is sealing over you must not be disturbed by premature exposure. Let the watchers watch. Let the skeptics doubt. You are not here for their approval. You are here as a vessel for divine vengeance and sacred restoration. You were not made to be understood. You were made to be obeyed through. And as you walk quietly, the spirit realm resounds loudly. You felt it before it happened, now walk in what was seen. Type "I walk in spirit truth" in the comments if you sense this divine transaction. Blessing code 8899 is now activating over your life. Justice is coming. And it is not coming through courts, nor through apologies, nor through explanations that will never be spoken. It is coming by decree of heaven. And Archangel Michael now shouts from the heights of glory. God does not forget injustice. He does not overlook betrayal. He does not ignore pain. He restores it with purpose. There has been injustice in your bloodline. There has been betrayal, manipulation, control, seeds sown in shadow that bloomed in silence. But no longer. The exposure you feared has now become the tool for your elevation. What was once used against you is now testifying on your behalf. You must understand, divine justice is not revenge. It is restoration. It is order returning to what was desecrated. And the Holy One has stepped into the courtroom of your family. He has reviewed the accusations. He has seen the schemes. And now, he rules with finality. What was broken will become a bridge. That pain you endured alone, it is being turned into wisdom. The silence you kept out of love is being honored as sacrifice. The dignity you held while being misrepresented, it is being recorded as righteousness. Heaven does not miss a moment. And now comes the reversal. Every tear you sowed in confusion will return in clarity. Every step you took in obedience will be rewarded with visibility. Every hidden prayer, every whispered cry, every quiet moment of endurance is now echoing back with glory. You will not be shamed. You will be showcased. You will not be mocked. You will be magnified. The same mouths that cursed you will witness your consecration. The very voices that questioned you will now be silenced by your elevation. And it won't be because you demanded it. It will be because heaven has declared it. This is your vindication. This is your reversal. This is where God turns the enemy's plan into the platform of your promise. And your rise will not be in secret. It will be seen. It will be felt. It will be undeniable. But you must stay humble. You must stay rooted. You must never let the justice blind you to grace. Extend the same mercy you were denied. Offer the same love you were deprived of. Because justice is not just for you. It is for those who must now confront their own awakening. And your rise will be their invitation to repentance. Forgive. But don't forget the lesson. Love. But don't reopen every door. Restore. But stay anchored in truth. The fire that refined you is now the light that will guide others. You are no longer the wounded. You are the warrior. You are no longer the victim. You are the vessel. And nothing, no lie, no betrayal, no sabotage, can steal what God has now restored. Type "I receive divine justice" in the comments if this reversal speaks to your soul. Blessing code 0909 is now restoring all that was lost. On May 28th, the pages of your life will turn. Not with fear, not with devastation, but with divine finality. Archangel Michael, guardian of the sacred path, speaks this blessing now over your destiny. This date will not mark your end. It will mark your becoming. It will not be remembered as the moment you fell apart, but the hour you were reordered by heaven itself. You have walked through shadows. You have stood in silent storms. You have loved while bleeding, believed while breaking, trusted while trembling, and heaven has recorded every moment. Now the time of hiding is over. Now the moment of unveiling has come. You are stepping into the sunlight of a future that could only be unlocked by truth. What broke your heart has made space for your healing. What exposed your family's fault lines has allowed new foundations to form. What was meant to destroy you has ushered in the arrival of a new authority, not just in your voice, but in your name. Your name is now sealed in heavenly records with divine favor. So receive this blessing. May your home be covered. May your heart be guarded. May your mind be clear. May your soul be lifted. May your words carry weight, your prayers carry fire, and your presence carry peace. You are not who you were. You have been reborn through this battle. You have emerged not wounded but armored. You have been sent not to survive, but to shift, to speak, to stand. May clarity fall like rain over your decisions. May elevation kiss your footsteps. May every tear you cried become oil for the journey ahead. You are not merely healed, you are made holy. You are not simply delivered. You are now divine evidence that God restores what was once considered lost. You are sealed. You are seen. You are sent. So rise now. Walk boldly. Love purely. Lead wisely. And speak like the heavens back your every syllable, because they do. Archangel Michael watches over you still, and the host of heaven stands at attention as you step forward into all that has been promised. Your tears wrote your prophecy. Now live it. Type "I am walking in victory" in the comments to seal this word. Blessing code 1122 is now upon you.